Hello, my friends. Where's my headphone? Not in my ear, where it should be. We have problems every day of the week. Look at that. Message. Hello, Matt. I would like to go on a second date with you. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Dude, I was so tired earlier, and then I got rained on. I had a discussion with a girl in the coffee shop after class, and then I came home and made dinner. So, I am raring to go. I'm still massively cold. Put on my dark sweater. I'll put on my warm sweater later on for when I do Pokemon or Marvel Rivals, which I am not good at. Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father, want to go to the coffee spoon? So you get called cool once, and now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo jazz and stuff. Neo jazz. Amanda, are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Always. God, I love when people buy me coffee. Very few people buy me coffee, and it makes me sad. I think my grandpa has bought me once, and I didn't even go with him. He's like, what do you want? And I was like, this. And he was like, got it. And then he left, and then I got my coffee. I feel like a terrible grandchild. Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. I love Amanda. It's this guy again. I think he needs a bath of some kind. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the coffee spoon. The place is quiet today. Just a few people hanging out and reading books in the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see a familiar pierced face. Hey, you're the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night. Ugh. Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. Forget the timeline is all over the place in this game. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss? Ugh. This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. Stop it, Pablo. This is disgusting. Am I my viewer? I don't think so. My innate dad sense tingles. I am overwhelmed with a fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Quick second. That's totally how I spell that. Reappropriate lines from Taken. I have seen Taken. I like the movie. We're gonna be new. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I will be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little. Dad. David! Matt comes out from washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five as fellow cool people do. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here until Vacant Veil starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first. Alright, Pablo. Now what do we do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty, caffeinated beverage? A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. Hey! My mom would dislike this on principle. A classic. And you? Americana football, please. Our coffee is as strong as that band's feelings. Good choice. I'm not surprised, but honestly, I was not expecting that. I don't get it. Oh, American football is a sport, but it's also this emo band that made a good album, and then waited over a decade, and then made another good album. And their music is very sad, and sometimes featured sad trumpets. Sad trumpets. Emo music. American football band. Oh my god, they're from Illinois. I lived there for a good part of my life. And I'm over-explaining the joke again. Sorry, Matt, I am dumb. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him. He'll get the hang of it. For as goofy as the dude is, as he is, kid works hard. Hey man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hell yes! I'm actually going to be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was going to go record shopping. Want to come along? Absolutely. I know nothing about records except that my... What was that? One of my charging cables fell off where I have it. Pablo brings us our drinks, and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Aww. It's 'cause you're gay, David. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store. Have you ever been here before? No. I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're going to find you some good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate the good stuff. This is pretty. Shout out to whoever the Game Grumps artist is. This is nice. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kind of outdated at this point? David, that is the point of collecting records. 'Cause they're vintage. There's a lot of people who will try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent. But I think it's just nice to collect records. It's cool that in this day and age, we have just about every song ever created available instantly on our phones. But there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I always love. The coffee shop that I go to on my campus has a bin of records in the line. So you can, and every so often, people will pick through it. I saw a girl buy one the other day. It was cool. I don't have a record. My sister Annie has one. But I'm not going to buy one for her because they are expensive. Plus, I don't know if she likes anything in the bin. Yeah. That's why I try to get as many records that I love in physical form as possible. Hey, and then you actually own it, so... Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with cassette tapes so that we could record our favorite songs? It made each listen really special. Mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time somebody gave me a real mixtape was in high school. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsplosion. I have no idea where to even start. What are any of these? What? Man, this is a little overwhelming. Yeah, I'll say. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Strawberry. If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Oh, God. What? God, candles are so weird. They smell amazing, but like, what's going on here? I like cherry blossom. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain? Was that Star Trek? Did that say Star Trek? Hang on. It said Star Trek. Oh, I'm so mad. What's your dream vacation spot? Inside an active volcano. Google sharks in volcano. That is cool. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. Catch me there. What's your deepest, darkest fears? Oh, Jesus. I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. I fear I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. This is going to set me back. What if nobody exists but me and I fabricated this universe? See, saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. That's real, but I think it's this one for me. Matt thinks for a moment. Oh, I know just the thing. Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. I have another headphone in. Unrelated to the stream. So I'm going to see. Trouble Will Find Me, The National. Let's see. Is this worth it? I don't know, I have an ad. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album. And by this point, they're old pros about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that it'll actually cheer you up. It's playing right now. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation. Gotta take out the headphone, because Trouble Will Find Me is clashing very badly with the music of the game. Oh, this is actually really good. You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. The usual stuff today, Matt? Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm Good at This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. Don't mind me taking a picture of those, because I will never remember. I wonder what maybe I'll Google what the other options are for the quiz. Tight. The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his albums in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? Oi! I take it back. That nerd is my buddy David. David, this beacon of human charm, is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. No one likes being kicked from art school. History's learned that lesson. As long as Molly strictly continues to work in a record store, we'll be safe. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on? You know it. Are the Third Waves going to do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on? Yeah, dude. We do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here. You and Amanda should come by that night. Maybe I will. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything. Will Vacant Veil be playing? If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans had shag carpeting. Ooh. Oh, that visceral reaction. I hate shag carpeting. I hate it. Like, maybe it's good in theory. And, like, in some photos, it looks nice to look at. That's fine. I think my grandma's shag carpet is part of the reason why I started wearing slippers everywhere. So I was like, ain't no way you're gonna get me to put my feet on that monstrosity. Barefoot, Grandma. Ooh, this is good. Oh, the song's almost over. Damn. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think of all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me, not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was or what I was doing when I listened to it. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor I didn't know where my next meal was coming from, all that stuff. And listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. Yeah. Now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio makes me think of how young and excited Amanda was. And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops and thinks for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even go to get pot now? Is that even what kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? Okay. I'm allowed because my daughter is an adult. Carmencita is like 12, Matt. Sure, why not? Matt pulls out his phone and starts texting. After a few minutes, he looks up and smiles at me. Ah, Molly's got a hookup. Says to meet in an alley near the coffee shop. Is this illegal? Okay, if this turns out to be the feds, you make a break for it and I'll take the heat. Just promise you'll raise Amanda like she was your own. You realize that weed has been legalized in the state, right? Then why are we in the alley? I definitely knew that. Then why are we in an alley? Like sketchy McGee's? But we live in dangerous times. Who knows what lurks in the seedy underbelly of Maple Bay? Yeah, because that spells seedy underbelly. We could find ourselves on the wrong end of a deal gone bad. Just look out for Amanda. I swear. Oh, here's our guy. This is Pablo. Again. Coming around the corner of one of those nasty grease dumpsters, shrouded in darkness, is a lean figure dressed all in black. In all black. Excuse me, Mr. Drugman. David. I have got to tell Hugo and Damien their kids are selling drugs. Well, I don't think Ernest is selling drugs. He's trying to convince people to buy him drugs, which I think is worse. Because at least Lucien is selling legalized stuff. I hope. Just that. Surprise, the person almost jumps out of their skin. It's Lucien, Damien's son. Who sent you? We're cool men. We're cool. Says who? For all I know, you could be with the feds. Is Matt the only sane person who knows that weed's been legalized in this state? Actually, weed is legal. Prove you're cool. What? I need to know if you're down or I bolt. Look, man, we're trying to buy drugs from you and we know you sell drugs. You have dirt on us, we have dirt on you. We're in this together now. Look, it's fine, I get it. Buzzcut Molly said you were coming. Right, now that formalities are out of the way, let's make a deal. Alright, how much do you want? One what? Yeah. Matt, help me. He means weed, Lucien. Lucien? God, I'm all over the place with this name. Yeah, but how much? If Matt says one... I take it back. I'm gonna lose it. Oh my god. Look here, take this and give me 10. Just don't tell my dad. Let's forget this. Let's all forget this ever happened. Oh my god. I won't tell your dad if you don't. Lucien hands me a baggie of something and disappears down the alleyway. I open it and take a deep whiff. Smells like genuine drugs, yes sirree.
Yeah, sounds great.
That went smoothly. No, it didn't. Yeah, we should get off public property before we smoke this. Smart man.
Hey.
For once. Great idea. Let's head back to my place, yeah? Have we been inside Matt's house? No. We've been inside Damien's house. We've been inside Joseph's house. We've been inside Robert's house. So I think we haven't been in 4 houses. Matt, Craig. Does it count if we've been in Craig's backyard? No. Craig, Hugo, and Brian. But we're fixing Matt. Matt and I walk to our cul-de-sac and stop at the gas station on the way to buy rolling papers and soda. I feel like I'm 16 again. Carmencita is having a sleepover tonight. Ooh, the house is nice. Kind of wish there was more purple, but take a win. It's very musically. I like it. I like it a lot. There is a keyboard on that man's wall. Carmencita is having a sleepover tonight, so that gives us all the time we need to do drugs.
Hey.
Awesome. Let's do some drugs. Say no to drugs, kid. Don't take David's advice. He's a bad influence. I, on the other hand, am a great influence. I don't do drugs. And I'm not lying. They make me cough really badly, and I hate the feeling. I say that from secondhand smoke. I don't know about actual smoke. Unless we're talking about fighting. Then I'm shit. Matt pulls one of the records out of his bag and puts it on for us. I plop down on a comfy leather couch and look around his place. There are a bunch of band posters, and his record collection takes up an entire wall. Whoa, what a collection!
Hey,
Been collecting my whole life. It was nice to finally get them all in one place after being on the road for so much of my life. Had to ask my parents to hold on to them for me. Matt sits down next to me and we lay the marijuana drugs out on the coffee table. Do you want to do the honors? Please, it's your house.
Oh.
If you say so. Neither of them know how to properly roll a joint, do they?
Huh?
Matt pulls out some rolling papers and sprinkles some of the beatnik tobacco onto a piece. He starts rolling it back and forth, and the paper breaks almost immediately, spilling drugs all over the couch. Never was too good at this. Exactly. There we go. Matt tries again and is able to successfully roll a nice-looking weed cigarette. He hands me a lighter and the blunt, I think, and I take it. Well, let's smoke some of that gateway drug. I don't know if that's what people call it. I light the joint and inhale deeply. This is not what I remembered. It's been a while, though. Maybe pot drugs have gotten more potent since the last time I smoked. I pass the joint to Matt and cough a little bit. Should it sting this much, or am I just a baby? What? Matt takes a hit and his eyes go wide. That's not weed. Oh God, did we develop a taste for meth? No, it's... Matt takes another hit and winces. Yeah, this is oregano. We got scammed! Hey, shout out to Lucian, though, for not giving the dumb people weed. Like, actual weed. Or does he not know and he got scammed? I sniff the air. Yeah, that would definitely explain why it smells like a pizza place in here. That little punk rips us off. Oh well, we can still relax and enjoy the music sober. You know what? You're right. We sit and listen $10 worth of oregano. At least you can make some stuff. Give it to Robert. He'll use it. We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as hell. I look around the room and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Did his wife die? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Dad is named! Oh no! I'm heartbroken now. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it, there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. In cursive lettering, it reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Soundgarden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dink little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of. It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rose and I knew we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff. Aww, so when she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put down roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. Are you kidding me? God, this man is tragic. Oh no. I like him even more now. Dead spouse, our kids get along. He's cool, he owns a coffee shop. Okay. I'm gonna rank him. Give me a second. We're gonna rank this man. Should I do a tier list and post the tier list? Let's do a tier list maker, shall we? Really quick. Tier maker. Let's see. Here we go. Dream Daddy Dad tier list. Matt is S. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I make another? Can I add another one? Add row below. How many dads are there? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Add row below. 7. I'm just gonna leave off the dad, I think, that we don't like. The dad least likely to have us go on a date with. Delete row. There we go. Matt is currently first. Robert is currently last. And his kid yet. Nothing against him though. Maybe not. Maybe Robert's slightly higher. I'm gonna put him at 6. Because he can cook. I'm so sorry. Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died. Matt gets up and flips the record. Next to the turntable, I noticed a dusty piano. Do you play? Ah, I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band in Eagle Rock Bay High School. That Eagle Rock Bay High School had to offer. No way, you had a ska phase? Phase! Ska never dies. Except for the Communist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers. Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench. I am not... Give me some of that two-tone love. Are you crazy? Crazy man. Crazy man indeed. My thing back. Thank you. Oh man. Let's see if I still got it. I do not have it. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. No. 6 years. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska. Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I've forgotten how to play. The deep purple is always appreciated nonetheless. All right, buddy, can you top that? I shouldn't. Come on. I'm going to be slaughtered, aren't I, by this man? No, I am. It's been a long time. Oh, he's probably terrible. Either he's never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. I'm, okay. Emoji Man. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano in a long time, I would never have guessed it. I knew I was going to be slaughtered by this man. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool. Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you going to pull that out for the open mic night? Oh no, I never played those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It doesn't feel fun anymore. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks. Matt and I sit in silence and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to go to bed. Matt walks me to my door. Let's never tell anyone about the oregano, okay? Deal. Wait, can I tell my doctor? I don't know if anything about the health effects of smoking oregano, and I think we'll be fine. Night, dude. I smile. Night. They smoked oregano. The stupid idiots. I walk inside, and the house is dark, save for a sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around in her chair to face me and slumps down. What smells like a pizza parlor in here? What? Nothing. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry. Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No, I'm Dad. Oh, glorious. Oh, glorious. You made that happen, Amanda. That is entirely your fault, Amanda. Hey. Nice. Oh, joy. Beautiful. Amanda collapses on the floor. To be fair, I would too. I would do the same thing. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo. You set it up, I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. She's devastated that happened. Devastated. Glorious. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I am not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way, was he good? I don't know if the band was good, but he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. Yeah. He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up that he should play at open mic night. That's happening at his coffee shop. But he got kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she goes back to her room to do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. Speaking of this, tangentially related, I don't know what website I was on. I was on Prime Video or Netflix or not Crunchyroll. That's for anime only. And I saw like long haul, like ice road truckers. And I was like, oh my God, it's real? What? I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. They're staging an intervention for a house hunter who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. That's kind of sweet. I did accidentally hit, let's see our date thing. Number 1, Dad, oregano. Oh.
I'm down for an encore.
Do I know who voices Matt? I did accidentally bump my pop filter with the edge of my glasses. So I apologize for that. Matt, his voice actor is... I don't know. They won't load. Chris Bacon. Cool. It is raining still. Hey, king of carrot flowers, 2 out of 3 dates. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Yeah. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is this about her school? She didn't get into the one with her friend? Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Maybe I should have pushed. But I know I would not want to be pushed if I was that upset. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. That's the thing. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all sorts of awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. I'm so sad. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and takes her still freezer-burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started crying because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that I will force her to talk about it. If I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline for her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, so just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language we both understand. Did David make cookies? I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting has set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. Yes! Discussions. I wish David was my father. But he's not. My dad is learning to use emojis, and it's freaking me out. I grab some plates and forks and serve us up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? The whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. You know how MR is going to that fancy art school in California, right? So we're not in California. But it's called Maple Bay. Are we in New England? Oregon? Washington? Who knows? MR. The best friend? Yeah. You got it. Hey, I remembered. Wow, proud of you. Anyway, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? She's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P, and I just thought it was all in my head for a while. But then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's. On the same night, they all told me they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Yikes. Ooh, Jesus. So, another piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. That's fine, Amanda. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's the thing. What? Whoa. I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. I am a bad liar. Sorry. So are you. I learned from the worst. Indeed you did. So the only person I told about this crush was MR, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business. Did MR tell? And then one day I invite everybody out to go get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I just tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips, and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I go to the food court, and who do I see? But Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R. You kidding me? Backstabbing, selfish bitch. Oh my god. Oh, who needs enemies when you have friends like these? Which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing is coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one? I know. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck. Which I realize not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left. Without nachos, I might add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to MR asking how long the Noah thing's been going on. And sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did MR say? Okay, get a load of this. MR says, you know what? Let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I want to know what that said. I am heated, chat. I'm heated right now. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. Oh. I dislike the dating in secret trope. Because if you're dating in secret, you're a coward. This is not like if you're dating queer and you have homophobic parents. That's not this. The Noah and Emma thing. That's just being a coward. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend. And she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay. And then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know that because they're read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just going to nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she was at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me, and he's like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. All right, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. There's so much more, but honestly, it's just really stupid teenager stuff. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me, half of my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been there since Dad died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even mad she's dating Noah. I'm just so upset she lied to me about it for so long. See? That's the issue. Just be honest with the people you care about, because then they don't feel betrayed. Amanda stabs at the remnant of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone else suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. God, this hits a place in me. And as mad as I am at everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Amanda looks so dejected I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help? Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know, it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's stupid. It's a stupid thing to be upset over. There is literally nothing that gets you this heated is stupid. Because, hey, everything is important to somebody. Honestly, I think the best analogy I can come up with in this moment is every Pokemon is special to somebody, right? Even if I don't say, let's pick a random Pokemon. Starly, right? Say I don't like Starly. There is somebody out there who is a die-hard Starly fan, right? And that's why we don't insult Pokemon, because there's somebody out there who loves every single one of the Pokemon out there, correct? If you're angry about something, like, honestly, like, not even peeved. Say I drop my keys, I'm gonna be like, ah, damn it. But I'm not furious, right? I drop a glass plate, right? Or, hey, I drop one of the teacups my mom has from her grandmother. I would be so angry at myself. But that's because that teacup is sentimental to my family and me specifically, and that's why I'm so angry at myself. But in the end, somebody would be like, why are you angry over that? It's so stupid. It's just a teacup. It's just a piece of ceramic. But in order to be angry, like Amanda is, it has to be important to you. Otherwise, if it wasn't important, you wouldn't be angry. That's how I feel about that kind of situation. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Except it's not. Amanda, here you go. Your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I were a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long time ago. Valid. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. And when you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. Do you really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I had learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting the effort in to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours. Because you're amazing, and if they can't see it, well, that's their problem. So true. So true. Honestly, yes. That is a lot more eloquently put than I was trying to say. Than what I said, but I'll keep that in mind. The point stands. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat the whole cake? Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes her door, she turns around. Hey, Pops. Yes. Thank you. You are always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
Dude, why am I getting emotional? She's not even my kid. Ugh. That was voiced. I love that. That was so cute. Always try to make others around you happy. God, that was a way to end that. My God. So we did maths and had a discussion with Amanda about friends. Talk to Craig. Let's talk to Craig. I really want to get some good quality time in with Craig. The last time we hung out, he was so busy with the kids and fending off flirty moms that I feel like we barely talked. Ever since the first time we hung out, I've been trying to get up try to get up a little early for runs. I don't think I'm going to be as embarrassed as last time. Maybe I'll even be able to catch up with him now. No, you're not. I type out a message to him on Dadbook. Hey man, been training on my run game recently. Ready for round 2? Craig responds almost immediately. Dude, of course. Emojis. I don't know why he didn't just send an emoji rather than type it out. Another message pops into my inbox from Craig. Let's meet up early tomorrow morning for my favorite morning activity, brunch. I type back. Brunch? What's that? What do you think, David? You run, and then you get brunch. Oh, right. Craig and I agree on a time to meet in the morning, and I have a chance to spend the evening hanging out with Amanda. So, we doing pizza tonight? Again? Can't we do like a salad night? Dad, are you on a health kick? Not yet. I have formed the committee to examine the possibility of being on a health kick. They haven't returned with their findings. Dad, if you go on a health kick, then I have to go on a health kick by virtue of being under the same roof as you. I don't know if I have the constitution for that. The committee's still out. The committee isn't back with its findings yet. This is a multi-year assessment on several bureaucratic levels. Well, Amanda picks up the phone and stares at me, unblinking as she dials. Hi, yes. Can I get an extra large pizza with chicken, bacon, extra cheese, and tomatoes? And a couple of the garlic sauce cups. Amanda, you're going a little north here. Oh, right. Can you maybe throw some leaves on there or something? Yeah, he's going on a health kick. Right? Yeah, Rico, I know. It's tragic. Amanda listens for a second. Hold on, I'll ask. Dad, is oregano a salad? No. Oregano is not a salad. Can't blame me for trying. Nah, Rico, I'm talking to my dad. Well, we'll just go with a meat lover's fantasy. Sure, say hi to the wife and kids for me. Amanda hangs up. Rico says hey. The food gets delivered and we plop down on the couch to eat some za. Just be careful, running is a gateway drug. It's a slippery slope, Dad. First you go on a couple light jogs and before you know it, you're converting the garage into a home gym and you're renewing your subscription to some sort of weekly kombucha delivery service. Question. Shoot. What's kombucha? Okay. So you aren't too far gone yet. I'm just giving you a hard time, Pops. I'm really happy you're running more and caring about your health. I want to keep you around as long as possible. Thanks, kiddo. Speaking of which, I'm running with Craig tomorrow. You gonna be able to keep up with him? Hey. Probably not. We laugh and eat more pizza. Then it's probably healthy in the name of carbo loading. I call it a night early, so I'm ready for tomorrow. When I first started running in the mornings, it was pretty hellish. Now that I am a few sessions in, it admittedly has become a little bit easier, despite it always ending me in dry heaving over a trash can. But what's the runner's high? Is that what the runner's high is? Just dry heaving? No, that's not what it is. I lace up my tennis shoes, throw on a t-shirt from a writer's summit I went to 20 years ago, and head out the door at a moderate jog. Craig's already outside with River strapped to his chest. He's dressed head to toe in color-coordinated running gear. Wow, I look like a total schlub next to this guy. Hey, bro. Look at River. She is cute. Morning, Craig. River going to be running with us? Best as she can. We're taking it to the limit, aren't we, kiddo? Goo. Oh, I know what that means. Craig hands her a stuffed toy, which makes her smile ear to ear. That's Arnold the capybara. Sometimes it's the only thing that'll get her to stop crying. Oh, I've been there. Amanda had a stuffed panda she carried around everywhere. She would throw a tantrum if we even tried to wash it. It was gross. So you've been running lately? Every morning for 30 minutes. I'm basically an elite athlete at this point. Ha! Well, I'll try and keep up. So where are we headed? I was thinking that we could do a couple laps around the park. Okay, that sounds reasonable. Then we'll do some hill climbs up the slope. Okay, I can probably handle that. And then we'll close it off by doing some wilderness survival hike running to increase our agility. I'm suddenly struck with the overwhelming need to crawl back into bed. He's playing you. That's not... Oh, he's not. That sound okay to you? I usually throw in some timed murder sprints in there, but I'll go easy on you since you're a beginner. That sounds like something I am able to physically do. Great, let's get started. I'm gonna die. Craig and I finally arrive at the park. A few of our lone joggers make their way around the perimeter, and River waves enthusiastically at everyone as we pass. It's a lot more peaceful in the mornings. Aside from birds chirping and River gurgling away in the stroller, it's pretty quiet. Alright, good warm-up. That was the warm-up? Let's start the show. But wait. Craig reaches into his bag and tosses me a water bottle. I fumble it, but thankfully don't drop it. You gotta hydrate, bro. I take a long drink from the water bottle and feel reinvigorated. Man, I don't drink enough water. Hey. I look down and pick up Arnold, a River's toy, and hand it back to her. Must have dropped this. Thanks for looking out, bro. You ready? Yeah. Sure. We finally finish our how many teenth lap around the park. I'm breathing heavily, but I can't believe I actually didn't lose Craig. He's even breathing heavily too, which makes me feel a little bit better. I look down at my shirt and noticed I'm drenched in sweat. Huh. Almost like a frowny face. That's one. What? I'm just kidding. Good hustle out there. I'm really impressed. You're way better than the last time I launched you off a treadmill. Yeah, man, you really pushed me to my limit just now. I can't believe I held on. Sometimes you just need somebody there with you to push you to do your absolute best. I'm glad I could be that guy, bro. Who's ready for hill climbs? Plop. There's my little cheerleader. David, you ready? Ugh, you bet. Craig takes me to a separate portion of the park where there's a steep hill that seems to go up forever. And I strain my eyes to see some other joggers at the top. What do we do now? We run up the thing. That looks like a lot. David, there's 2 things you need to know about this hill. 1, don't stop running till you get to the top. And 2, Craig points to the top of the hill. That's not the top. Ugh. Let's do this. David is gonna get himself killed. I finally reach the top of the hill after making my way past what I originally thought was the top of the hill. Once there, I hunch over onto my knees and gasp for air. My lungs feel like daggers poking my ribs. I can feel my heart in my ears. River, I'm having a moment. Please. Oh boy. Craig looks like he's taking a beating as well. Ha! So he is human. David, put your arms on your head and stretch out your elbows. It'll help you breathe better. Yes! I do as Craig says. It feels a little better, but I'm still in agony. And here. Craig tosses me the water ball again. I hydrate like my life depends on it. Thanks, dude. Phenomenal work. You feel that lightness in your head? That's the runner's high. Oh, that's it. I thought I was just, dying. Want to take it slow for a bit? I would like that very much. As we're catching our breath, River starts crying. What's wrong, Sweet Pea? Did you want to play with Arnold? Craig looks around us. Oh boy, man down. I think we lost Arnold. River keeps wailing. I've abandoned my child's toy. We gotta find him, dude. It should be simple, right? We just gotta retrace our steps. I remember River having it down at the bottom of the hill. Craig and I jogged down the path, searching high and low for the stuffed capybara, which Craig takes the time to explain to me is a large rodent native to South America. We get to the place where River might have dropped it, but it's still nowhere to be found. Looks like we've got a mystery on our hands. We have to get to the bottom of this. I suspect foul play. Looks like this is a prime case for world-renowned Detective McFarland. Dude, it's time for a bro-adventure. Oh my god. A bro-venture. We high-five and decide to jog back to the park to see if we can find any leads. Looks like there's a couple more places to check and some bros around here that we could interrogate. Sounds good. Wait, who's good cop, who's bad cop? I think about it for a second. Well, I think with your stature and overall resilience, you make an intimidating bad cop. But on the other hand, you do have an adorable baby strapped to your chest that softens the edges a bit. All valid points. I think you would make a great cop because of your congenial attitude and willingness to try new things. But then again, I've seen how you get when there are too many commercial breaks during a show, so you have the potential to be a scary bad cop. I don't want to watch Meet Hell in 3-minute segments with 5 minutes of commercials in between. And they're loud. The commercials are too loud. I just want to watch my shows in peace without people yelling at me to buy wiper fluid and stuff. Oh my god, he's an old man. Case in point. Let's play it moment by moment. Smart. So, where to, protective? We make our way over to a small playground at the edge of the park. A couple of kids play on the jungle gym while parents watch on nearby benches. Over on one of the benches, I spot a familiar face. It's gonna be Brian. Oh, it's Joseph! Craig and I, 2 grown adults, walk into the playground and begin examining it meticulously for clues. There's no forensic evidence here, no stray capybara hairs at least. After searching fruitlessly for some time, we look up. All the parents are staring at us. We smile and wave as we awkwardly slink away. We head back to the playground. Let's see what Joseph's up to. Jog over to Joseph, who seems to be engrossed in this book. Pay attention to your kids, Joseph! You have the creepy twins who could fall off the playground. Joseph! Joseph nearly drops his book. Hey guys, I didn't think I'd see you 2 out here. David, are you exercising? It's not that big of a surprise. Sure am. You know me. I just love to run and be healthy. That's kind of my whole thing. No, it's not, David. What are you reading? Oh, just a book on knots and rope tying. Of course you would. Also, creepy man. Creepy man knowing ropes and knot tying. Do you have people in your basement? Do you want to become a cult leader? For boats. Boat ropes. Just sure. I believe you. Totally. Freaky man. Right. Say, you didn't happen to see a stuffed capybara around here. What's a capybara? Joseph! It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Joseph thinks for a second. Haven't seen one around. I'll tell the kids to keep an eye out. Your kids are here? No, David. He's just a grown-ass man sitting on a bench next to a playground. Of course his kids are here. Joseph looks around. They were here a second ago. Must have gone exploring around the park. Now we have Joseph. Do you know where they could have run off to? They're kids. They get into mischief sometimes, but they always come back. Alright, thanks for your help. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Boat ropes! We head back to the playground. This is a pretty nice playground. Might as well get a couple swings in. What about Arnold? Maybe having a little swing might calm River down. Might buy us some more time. You're right. She's about to go nuclear. This might prepare her for the possibility of us not finding Arnold. Life is cruel and tough, but at least we'll always have swings. Craig straps River into a baby swing and gives her a gentle push. She giggles. I take a seat on the swing next to her and immediately realize I'm stuck. River seems to love that. Craig eventually helps me out of the swing and we decide to get back on with the investigation. Move to a different part of the park. Where to now, bro? Go to the field. We wander out into a grassy field at the center of the park. There isn't a whole lot to see, but there are a few figures camped out on blankets, and the grass could hold any number of secrets. Let's talk to Matt and his daughter. Carmencita spots us from across the way and waves. She's sitting down with her dad on a sunny green patch of grass. We jog over. Hey dudes, look at her, she's so cute! Hey bro, we just sat down for a picnic. Want some snacks? Got anything to increase my glycogen reserves? We have apple slices. Thank you very much, tiny bro, but I should be fine. You guys working out? Good day for it. Yep, I'm a picture of health and athleticism. Good transition, David. Say, have you seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? You haven't seen a stuffed capybara around here anywhere, have you? What's a capybara? Matt, I had hope for you. It's a large rodent that's native to South America. Yes, sweet darling girl. Her hair is so fluffy. Wait a second. How do you know what a capybara is? You wouldn't happen to have hands-on experience with one recently, would you? We learned about capybaras in the 4th grade. I think it's more suspicious that you know what a capybara is.
Hey.
Oh my god, what if I took Arnold? What if I'm the culprit and I just don't remember? I quickly check my body for any Polaroids I might keep on my person to remind me of who I trust and who not to trust. I saw a memento once and I'm pretty sure that's how it worked. Nothing. But what if that's what I wanted myself to think? No, David, don't let them win. I shake off the thought. Why are you stupid? I saw a couple of squirrels over by that tree, though. I don't know if that helps, but if you want to see some cute squirrels, you should definitely check it out.
I don't know.
Thanks for the hot squirrel tip, Carmencita.
Oh.
Well, we better get moving. Gotta find that capybara before River here has a breakdown.
Hey.
Good luck. Let me get some apples for the road, though. Carmencita hooks me up with some road slices and we're on our way. Hey, best girl. Look for clues. We carefully comb through the field of grass and flowers. I can't seem to find much beside a couple of ladybugs and a nickel. While I'm looking, Craig calls out to me from across the field. David!
Oh, man.
I jog over. Craig is kneeling on the grass, inspecting something. I approach, my heart in my throat. As I lean over, Craig, I see it. This is Arnold's leg. No! Not Arnold! I put my hand over River's eyes. No one should have to be subjected to this senseless violence. My God, who or what would do this if it's Brian's dog? It's Brian's dog, isn't it? Or Robert's dog. I think it's Brian's dog. I don't know, but now I think we might be dealing with something beyond our grasp. I can't look at this anymore. I turn around, trying to wipe the image of the stuffing strewn across the ground from my mind.
I don't know.
We're running out of time. We may already be too late. Bag and tag it. Let's keep moving. Wait. Let me try this. It's always the culprit you least expect. I get eye to eye with River, who still looks like she's on the verge of tears.
Nice.
Hi, sweetie. Believe me, no one wants to find your capybara more than me. But we need more clues. I think somewhere in that baby brain of yours, you might have some clues that'll lead us to the perp. So what do you say, kiddo? I turn to Craig. We're getting nowhere with the witness. Check out those squirrels. Where did the suspect say the squirrels would be again? The tree.
Oh.
Ah, there they are. Carmencita was telling the truth. These are some rad squirrels. River seems happy. This may have bought us some extra time. I have deduced where we should go next. The woods. We make our way to the outskirts of the park. There are a couple of benches by the dense tree line. It looks like Robert's here all by himself. It also seems to be the perfect place to look for clues. Robert, the dog stole it. Craig and I search through the outskirts of the woods, hoping to find anything that might lead us to Arnold. There are a couple of cigarettes and an empty beer can scattered across the thicket. This is probably a hot spot for edgy teens to hang out at night and say swears and stuff. But it doesn't look like there's any recent activity that might be capybara related. This might be a dead end, partner bro. Maybe Robert saw something. We walk over to Robert's bench. Hey, Rob. Don't call me that. Okay. Hi, Robert. Don't call me that either. Okay. Hey, buddy. What are you up to? Thinking. This is my thinking bench. I have to get a solid 2 or 3 hours of brooding per day. Filling quotas. Have you by any chance seen a small stuffed capybara around? If anybody knows what a capybara is, it's gonna be Robert, who's literally been all over the globe. A capybara it's a large rodent native to South America. I know.
Nice.
So have you seen one?
Hey.
A stuffed one, not a real one. That would be weird. Come on, Robert. The sooner you tell us what you know, the sooner we can let you get back to brooding.
Oh.
Bad cop time, Robert. If you don't help us, I'm gonna put you in a headlock. Is that a threat or a promise? Robert, please. Why is he like this? He's into weird stuff.
I don't know.
Whoa, slow down. Back off. Clock's ticking, dude. Where are we going next? Let's see what Joseph's up here. Oh, it's just... Mischief, you say? Wait, am I being interrogated right now? Only if you did something wrong. What are you hiding, Joseph? Whoa, kind of getting the third degree here. This is serious. There's a capybara on the line. I mean, you're more than welcome to ask Christian and Christy. I'd imagine they have their ears to the ground on all the latest playground drama. They might be somewhere around the woods. Thanks, Joseph. We'll let you get back to your rope book. Hey! River's still holding it together, but not for long. Her tiny eyes betray barely concealed broiling rage just beneath the surface. Or something. She's a baby. I don't know. Let's move. Woods. To go to the creepy children. Joseph's twins must be around here somewhere. Time to go Robert again. We walk over to Robert's bench. Oh Christ, what now? Come on, Robert. Maybe I need to... River's screeching louder than ever. I'm exhausted. Craig is exhausted. Ah, buddy. I think I got a rain check on brunch. I need to get River home and calm her down. Alright, good luck, bro. Thanks, bro. I'm back at the cul-de-sac alone and head inside the house. God, I'm ready for a shower, a gallon of water, and a nap. I bet Amanda's still asleep. Craig opened her door to find her still in bed, sleepily scrolling through her phone. Morning. Afternoon, actually. Right, how was brunch? Well, we had a good time with the run part. We didn't make it to the rest of the portmanteau. Huh? To brunch. We didn't make it to brunch. Somehow we lost River's toy capybara on our run. The capybara is, Dad, don't patronize me about giant rodents. Giant rodents, I know. Sorry. Anyway, we figured out that Joseph's creepy twins had something to do with it, but we never got to the bottom of it. So the run went well, though. I was a little worried about your endurance. Yeah, it was rough at first, but ended up being a piece of cake. I actually feel my legs give out. I find myself on the floor of the hallway. I'm just gonna hang out here for a while. Take your time getting up. That ended poorly, because I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, did not expect a good grade on that. Can I rank? I'm gonna put Craig at mid-tier because Craig, really all Craig has going for him right now is we know each other before and he's got cute kids. I'm not really vibing with his whole aesthetic. So. It's a beautiful night, and the air smells so fresh, I decide to take the long way home. I casually stroll through the neighborhood. Drink time. I casually stroll through the neighborhood, taking in the sights and sounds of a suburban city with a low crime rate and wide, walkable sidewalks at night. As I approach the bar, I can hear patrons inside cheering. Oh, I bet the game is on. I wonder if my team is playing tonight. A drop of water hits my head. Now it's a lot of drops of water. It's pouring rain. Maybe I should wait this out inside. I order a beer from the bar and settle in. Turns out my team isn't playing tonight. but I can certainly enjoy the game regardless. The bar is unusually crowded, and the feeling of camaraderie is over a shared love of the game makes me smile. Sports are nice. I look over into the corner and spot none other than Mary, sitting alone in the corner, nursing a cocktail. Something about her seems different this time. Now that she's by herself and not hanging off some younger guy, she looks so sad. She looks up at me and half-heartedly raises her glass to me before staring off into the middle distance. Say hi. I decide to go say hello. I walk over to her booth, and she doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyway, and she finally notices me. Hey, cowboy. You alright? Never better. She hiccups. Guess she's a little far gone. Tears start welling up in her eyes. Oh... Will you walk a gal home? Sure. I slide out of the booth. Seems like Mary's having some trouble getting up. I reach out a hand to help her, but she waves me away. I got it. She clearly does not got it. You know what? Hang out here for a second. I walk over to the bartender and pay Mary's tab. Hey, I don't know if you remember me, but I live in Mary's cul-de-sac and I'm making sure she gets home safe tonight. I know you. Yeah, it's nothing weird, just she usually has one of the bar staff walk her home, but I trust you. She doesn't go home with, I don't really want to say it, one of the guys she meets? Nah? Ain't her thing. Huh. I head back to the booth. Mary stumbles out of the seat and directly into my arms. It's still raining a little bit. I take off my coat and hold it over Mary's head. Such a gentleman. Let's get you home. Mary and I walk in silence up the street toward the cul-de-sac. I have no idea what to say to her, for fear she might hit on me. Or not. What did the bartender mean by ain't her thing? Sorry you have to see me like this. I'm usually not. I know Joseph doesn't like it when sorry. It's alright. I'm sorry if I'm ever mean to you. It's alright. No, it's not. I know it's not. I'm having a really... Forget it. As we get closer to the cul-de-sac, I can feel Mary starting to slow down. By the time we arrive at the doorstep, she pulls away from me. Wait. Can we just... Hold on. What's wrong? How about another drink? Old time's sake. Come on, Mary. It's bedtime. Mary looks me up and down, giving me a half smile. You're right. She pulls me in close for a hug, holding on to me for a little longer than feels appropriate. She bumbles into my chest. You're a good kid. Thanks for the company. Mary gives me a pat on the back, straightens out her sweater, and walks the rest of the way to the front door by herself. Huh. That was interesting.
Welcome. You've got dads.
It looks like we have time for one more. Should we do Damien? I'm not writing out his son to him. So something is clearly wrong with Joseph and Mary, right? We're all picking up on that? I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad Book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter! Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment, folded in an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, the dude goes all out. I pry the seal off and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads, oh, Jesus. Dearest David, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing, rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of a slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I wrote this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will simply say that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal, not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit. And for that, I thank you. That said, David, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, will be to your taste. I eagerly wait your response. With great respect, D. Bloodmarch. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back a real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon. Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop on my laptop and peruse showtimes. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2? Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration of the uni of existence. It turns out, it really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's just lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda trying to drafting a nice letter. I start writing. Damien. I hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. I did very much enjoy the adventure we found ourselves on last we met. Not bad. Good actiony sentence. Ask him to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. But the fall of Icarus. Bring it home, Pops. I would very much enjoy your company, accompanying me. It would bring me great pleasure to escort you to the cinema. Smooth, calling it the cinema is a classic move. Enclosed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you will find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes. Then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. David McFarland. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. You spelled his name wrong. Did I? What? Nah, just trying to keep you on your toes. Menace. She is a menace. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's the other thing? Amanda pours some wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses a small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and pulls away the wood, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. Amanda! I already called my guy. Amanda! I have a pigeon guy. Marcus has the good pigeons. What? Amanda! Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around where I'm supposed to meet Damien. The next day, he left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helps me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's chilly night, and the theater is crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around. Okay, the lightning and thunder was not needed. It's a bit dramatic. I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. You almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? It's going to rain soon. I didn't hear anything. What? What? Regardless. Turn that down a little bit. Damien is a bit loud for me. The hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay you the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. I turn around and find Lucien standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Lucien, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad you're spending quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. What movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids' movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it. Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. I'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. You watching that? Yes, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Good luck with that, Dad. Oh no, what am I in for? Lucien rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. Oh, his nails are painted. I love that. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys us snacks. He seems a little nervous and I wonder what's wrong. Damien, has he seen the first one? I doubt David has seen the first one. Hang on. Do we learn stuff about... We're gonna learn stuff about him. Not first date stuff. Do we get to see Lucien's mom? Do we get to talk about Lucien's mom or something? Was she a vampire? That'd be cool. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Is everything okay? Everything is perfectly fine. I'm so excited for this film. I'm a devoted patron of the arts, especially... Can he not handle horror movies? Oh, it might be gore. He might not be able to handle gore. Especially the scary arts. The scarier art, the better. Do you have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never heard of. Oh, Damien can't handle horror. Bingo. Damien's knuckles are turning white. He looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies?
What?
You must be joking. I love horror movies. It's the gore, isn't it? I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice, and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits up in a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Romulus Bad Blood. Two more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Demetrius Morvant. Brother, is it time? Carmela von Ruten. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. The three look at each other, then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampires flies off into the nights as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounds, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting. That's not his name, though, isn't it? Sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Ugh. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It is good to finally blood.
Oh my.
Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters all over everything, including the camera.
Ah.
Damien screams again, reflectively grasping my hand. Ooh. Oh, I would dislike going to a horror movie. I don't like horror, so I'm with him. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood.
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap.
Huh.
I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic and got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit he's afraid of it. I wish he would hold my hand again. They're so cute! Oh my god. Maybe I could do something to try and make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Do not, David. Point out a plot hole. Did you notice how that guard fired seven bullets, but his gun only holds 6 bullets?
Ah.
Yes, that is absolutely unforgivable from a filmmaking standpoint. It's almost unwatchable. It's funny how much easier it is to point out tiny mistakes in the work of others than it is to actually go create your own thing. I feel that. Huh. Hey, look. It's anachronism.
Huh.
Anachronism. I don't know how to say that. Anachronism. I'm gonna assume it's that. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Badblood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true Vampire Crusades was the Vampire Crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out hard.
What?
The film fades to black, and the end appears on the screen. But then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmilla, who watched the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for thousands of years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time again before the next Vampire Crusade 3. Evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and the bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He even seems kind of invigorated. What an interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to details in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let's take a stroll. I'm dying out here, chat. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk in the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes the smooth response. Thanks. No problem. Crushed it. David, you're such a menace. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I sure am one smooth operator. Hold. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we should stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, David. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. Hang on, this music is jamming. We crest a small hill. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. Gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic? Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition. It feels appropriate to finish the evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Wait, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Oh, right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became more popular, a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question, though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie? I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if, because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films, so I must play the part. Truth be told, I don't actually have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit among generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. What is that? I'm not sure. It's... It's Lucien playing a prank on us. It has to be. I'm calling it now. It's a child. It's one of the kids playing a prank on us. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly toward us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature is getting closer, moving faster. Or it's a dog. Woof, it's a dog. Oh, it's a dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner toward us. The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily. What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see it's Robert. Thanks. So we meet Robert's dog before we meet his kid. Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering in the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around the graveyard together. Hunting cryptids. Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her cheese, though. Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. She matches him. She matches Damien. It is perfect. Thanks.
Oh,
My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs. Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice too. Hey man, yeah man, dogs are cool.
oh.
I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. I say we make our way home. Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin the walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you, ever so kindly, for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. David, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hands. Wow, thank you, Damien. I'm gonna wave this at Passion Chips. I approve. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you. Someone who's open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside. Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs from the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Are you spying at the end of my date?
Oh.
Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes, how was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But, as it turns out, Damien is...
Oh.
Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he's so cool it's scary. Nice save, David. Did you know that graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Ah.
I think I'm misremembering that.
Hmm.
Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow.
Ah.
I don't trust you. Nor I you.
Hmm.
We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will you? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Hey. Date complete. S. Hey.
Wow. My stars, this... Never in a million moons have I had a date such as exquisite as this one.
Why does Damien talk so much in these? There we go.
Welcome. You've got dads.
We do not have time for another one. Ugh. But... Oh, that was my water bottle. We did Matt, we did Craig, we did Damien. Let me tier Damien real quick before I forget. I'm gonna put... I think I might share Damien and Matt. I had to do some thinking. But honestly, I think I might put Damien and Matt the same place. Move Robert up a bit. Put Joseph at 6. I'm just gonna put them on there right now. I'll put Brian at 4 and Hugo at 2. So currently tied for first place. I feel bad putting Hugo in 2, but also like his son rubs me the wrong way. And I'm attributing their kids in there too. I love Carmencita. Carmencita is so cute and so precious, and I love her to bits. I also love Matt a lot. I don't actually think Matt has a flaw. Despite not knowing what weed was. That's the whole point. But I like Damien's whole character. And plus, I relate to being scared of horror movies. And of not liking horror movies. So, that fits. So. But that's for right now. Anyway, we still have 4 more guys, and then we do it all again. I'm gonna save. So that was all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I certainly enjoyed doing this. I'm glad we got to know a little bit more about the characters. I feel bad we never found River's toy. That bums me out. We never found River's toy. Much sad. So I will see you guys next time. You guys have a wonderful day, night, rest of your day, whatever what time it is with you. Quick reminder that I do post my VODs to my YouTube on Thursdays, for the most part. There were some occasions where I'm like, damn, should have done that, and then I didn't. So I am going to, right after this, set up the release for this video on YouTube on Thursday, so we shouldn't have to worry about that. I do post Pokemon on Sundays. Kind of ran out of time for the most recent Pokemon episode, so I should have that out sometime tomorrow. Just have to finish editing it, and then I'll post it. But those usually go out Sundays, so keep your eyes peeled for that if you enjoy Pokemon. See you guys next time. Have a good rest.